So this month's Tech Talk, I have a very, very interesting guy, Manu, with me, who is a number of things. He is Canada's top 20 under 20. He is a very entrepreneurial guy. He's been involved in a lot of startups, founded a lot of different things, and he's also a founder of LinkedIn Local, which we'll chat about in a minute. But rather than me trying to explain, because I looked at his profile earlier and I got lost because there's so much going on, all good stuff. Maybe, man, give us a brief description of you and what you do.
For sure, I'm a kid who likes doing things. That's the best way to put it. Is every time I get interested with something, instead of just reading about it and being done with it, I like doing something about it.
Okay.
And whether that was in entrepreneurship or speaking or LinkedIn or VC work or just philanthropy, anytime I get captivated with something, I just want to go and do it.
Okay.
And of course that does mean that, especially a year ago, 2 years ago when I came into university here in Toronto, I was stretching myself way too thin.
Right.
Part of the reason why I decided to take a gap year now, I live in New York City, I'm working on my own startup and I've kind of figured out my niche.
Okay.
Part of the reason why I decided to do that is to try to focus in on 3 or 4 things.
Okay.
Which already is a bit too much. A lot of people are like, you should focus on one thing. That's what my dad said, but whatever.
Right.
Who cares?
you obviously like that some people
I do.
operate better when they're stretched. So
100%. And one thing too is everything feeds into each other, right? So like right now, running Superfan, right?
Yep.
That's an influencer platform. Have my own like little influence on LinkedIn, which feeds into that for promotion.
Yep.
I speak a lot, and when I speak, I talk about Superfan, which feeds
Right.
back into the business. And in the VC, of course, anytime I'm able to help out any of those guys, started by a basketball player named Trevor Booker, he's willing to help me out with anything when it comes to meeting players, meeting teams, all of that type of
Awesome.
stuff. So
Okay.
everything seems to feed back into one nucleus, which is Superfan, the business that I'm running.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you said you're a young guy, right? You said you're a kid.
20,
Yeah.
20, but
20 years old.
Yeah, I'm
Are
still.
you still studying?
No, I took a gap year.
Okay.
But I'm still underage in the U.S. to drink, so that's the only thing that makes me feel a bit young now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can make the most when you come over to Canada.
That's why I love coming here.
In
all the
Ireland,
time.
you can drink from birth.
You were taught to drink.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd love to understand how someone so young has such an entrepreneurial mind. I mean,
Right.
there's lots of kids out there who just go through the motions, they go to college, they get a job, and that's their life.
Yep.
I mean, you've already had several different jobs and started different companies.
Yeah.
Like, what makes your mind tick differently to other people?
So here's the thing, right? The disclaimer here is I actually appreciate those people too.
Yeah,
I think if you have a job that you really want, you go to school, you enjoy school, which is something I really could never do. I had good friends, but I wasn't able to get the college experience of like going out and getting belligerently drunk after exams and the grind and the struggle of procrastinating on assignments and all that. I just didn't even show up to class even. I just did not interact with my profs. So there's a bliss in being that person too. But for me, the number one thing when I was younger was there were a lot of problems around me that I talk about. I was a competitive debater for 7 years, debated for Team Canada, and all these topics, I kept learning more about them, I kept debating them, but I felt inadequate for just talking about it and not doing anything.
Right. So what do you think is the next big tech trend or next big change in the world today? Because there's loads of crazy shit going on.
A lot of crazy shit.
Every day is something. We're at a stage now where it's just accelerating like this, and it was like that, and now there's so much more technology. So what do you feel is the next big thing?
I mean, there's so much in it, right? I think the one that I like the most, which I think is undervalued, and people can go into like right now, is augmented reality. When I was at the Calgary Science School, great name for a school, right? From grade 4 to 9, we had AR on the opening days of every single year. So we were all given iPads. It was like a 1-to-1 iPad program, whatever. And we'd go around and we'd literally have to take the QR codes. It was like a scavenger hunt, and something would pop up like a puzzle or something we had to solve, and then go to the next thing, right? Okay. And I'm thinking AR, like everybody lost their freaking minds when Pokemon Go came up. Literally, I saw people outside just looking like remember that picture when Mark Zuckerberg was walking down the aisle with the Oculus? People were so like weirded out about that. Yeah. I was weirded out about people in Washington Park going around being like, look, and like literally opening and being like, I got Charizard, like, or something like that, right? And I don't understand why people don't look at the back end of that technology, which is, oh my God, if you're an advertiser and you can do something like that and have a mass influencer campaign or something, like, it would be insane.
Yeah.
And this technology's lasted for about 30 years. So people need to capitalize on that and stop caring about VR and caring about all of these other future stuff.
Yeah.
Care about the things we currently have and start making money off it.
Interesting. You're struck as a very positive guy.
Yeah.
how do you? I mean, let's say you're having a bad day. Do you have bad days?
I do have bad days. I have many bad days.
But you seem like you surround yourself with positive people. What's your motto there, or what do you do?
My whole thing is if I'm having a bad day, I shouldn't I shouldn't make someone else have a bad day. You know,
Okay.
like I don't project that energy.
Yeah.
For sure, internally I might be breaking.
Right? Yeah,
But while I'm
yeah.
talking, I'm always gonna put a smile on because
Right.
I just don't think it's fair to do that to somebody else. It's
Okay.
to make them drown when
Okay.
you're drowning yourself.
Yeah.
But beyond that, surround yourself with the right people is great, and then more importantly, just again, like I think going back to the whole process thing, like just understand that if you stick with it, things will work out.
Okay.
And that type of optimism it just fueled me.
Okay, that's good. Do you have a side hustle?
I do playing basketball.
Basketball,
yes. We have weekly games now for our business where we invite investors, advisors, partners, whatever to come out and play ball. But when I was about 16, the reason why I went into entrepreneurship full time is because I realized, like, crap, I'm not going to make the NBA. And I was like, all right, probably should do something else.
Still time, man.
I still have time, man, but like I don't know if I've gotten bigger or even stronger. So maybe a couple of more years. Like my dream literally is work in the space, and then like in the long run, maybe get like a 1-day contract for like the Los Angeles Lakers or something.
Yeah.
Play that one game and then I'm done. Maybe I'll put like Jeremy Lin, like 29 points or something to like sign me forever.
What at the risk of sounding cliche, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
Alright. So I definitely do think I'll still have a business. I'll run something for sure. I'll continue speaking. I'll continue, hopefully being positive and, being alive. But I think beyond anything else, my goal is to pivot into entertainment within 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I had 2 goals when I was growing up. One was to be a politician.
Right.
I definitely want to come back to Canada for that. I hate the U.S. system. it's toxic. It's terrible. But the second thing is to be, and I think this is a step before when I'm 25, 26, is pivoting in the entertainment space to like satirical, like political commentary, like John Oliver, Jon Stewart, Trevor Noah, all those people.
Right.
I just want to do something like that around politics and making it more conducive for like younger people to understand.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think you'd be very good at that.
I appreciate that.
And that's it. I think watch this space. Watch this guy, Manu.
Appreciate it.
Probably going to be a very rich entrepreneur, successful person, whatever. Just from your positive attitude. You're a good guy. Best of luck with everything, and thanks for sharing your story.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.